Hello guys, and welcome back to the channel. So we are now in early April 2022, and a major milestone just went by, and many people did not notice, but I was just kind of hoping to make a short video to mark that milestone. So if you remember, it was in March 2018 that the Mahindra Roxor was announced for the US market. That was the first time that Mahindra was going to sell a vehicle in the United States, apart from the tractors, of course. Let me turn off the engine here so we can get some silence. So in March 2018, that's when they unveiled the Mahindra Roxor for the very first time. And from that period, you know, they initially signed up a whole lot of power sports dealers across the United States, and those acted as the dealerships for the Mahindra Roxor. I bought mine from my local power sports dealer, who is about 50 miles from here. So since that time, in the 4 years that the Roxor has been sold in the United States, they have gone through, let's see, one major design change, well, two major design changes, and there's a slew of little changes that have been made to update the vehicle, to make it more reliable and to adapt it more to the tastes of the US consumer. So when the vehicle first came out, you know, few people knew about it. I myself, I just happened to see it sitting on the dealer lot, and it looked almost like some kind of Chinese toy until I got closer. Then I realized it was metal with a diesel engine, and that's what changed my view completely of the Roxor. I also read up on the Roxor, looked a little bit at the history, and just to refresh your memory, this was made as was built off of complete knockoff kits that were imported from India. CKD, complete knockdown. So these were Mahindra Thar vehicles that were imported from India. You know, the tub, the engine, the drivetrain, and then these were adapted and assembled in Auburn Hills in Michigan in the United States. So initially the vehicle got very rave reviews. It was really popular, and it was just taking off when a series of lawsuits halted production, halted import of the Roxor, and Mahindra basically had to fight, and now they are still being assembled with a very different look, and they are now sold also through, I would call it a tractor, mostly tractor implement dealerships. So in India, there was a vehicle known as the MM540, and that is what the Mahindra Thar was based out of. The Mahindra Thar was first launched in 2010 and was retired in 2020. When the second version of the Mahindra Thar was launched in India. The Roxor with the Thar, I believe they share the same engine, which is the 2.5 liter turbodiesel engine. In India, they might have had other versions of the diesel engine. The second version of the Mahindra Thar has two different engines. You have the 2.0 liter gasoline engine and also a 2.2 liter diesel engine. Both those vehicles are supplied either with a 6-speed manual or automatic transmission. Both of them have 6 speeds, either the manual or the automatic. But for the Roxor, As of right now, you still have the tried and tested, I believe it's called the NGT 540 transmission, which is quite reliable. I haven't heard any complaints about it. That's what is available. For a short while, they also offered an automatic transmission for the Roxor. So all in all, after 4 years and a couple of redesigns, it's very refreshing to think that the Roxor is still going very strong in the US market, and you only see demand increasing on a daily basis. If you check the forums online, even local Facebook pages, you always see people interested in the Roxor. If you post one up, there's a lot of interest and questions about what kind of vehicle it is. And what really gets people is once they find out that it has a turbo diesel underneath the hood. That's what people are looking for. Most side-by-sides here in the United States are limited to 1,000 cc's. I'm not sure if it's the legislation, but they're mostly limited to 1,000 cc's as the maximum engine size. And after that, you have to start adding turbos and other accessories to improve the performance. Whereas the Roxor comes with a 2.5 liter diesel engine with a turbo. So that's a huge bargain. You can just see how relaxed the engine can be if you're traveling and driving down the trails. The engine is super under stressed. Another thing is that the engine also comes from the factory with a very mild tune, so it wouldn't really push itself really hard. But you have to be careful though, because I believe the Roxor doesn't have a rev limiter. So if you hand it over to somebody who doesn't know what they're doing, they might step on the gas too hard, and diesel engines as a rule don't like revving very high. So that's what I was gonna share with you guys. The Roxor is now 4 years in the United States and still going strong. So something to think about and something to be happy about. It's not every day that you have a vehicle, especially a new vehicle to the market, that goes through so much redesigns, legal battles, and 4 years later it's still hanging there. That's something to be proud of. Anyways, let's go for a quick spin here. Turn that on. It's very windy out there, and the wind makes it feel colder. That should be good. The engine is still cold, but it's not like it's freezing. Alright, let's go for a quick spin here. Nice. Oh no. Alright guys, thanks for joining me, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Bye now.